Our film uses thriller codes and conventions, for example, fragmented scenes and abstract shots to create a hook for the audience.
We also feel we develop the codes and conventions of a normal horror or thriller film, as the victims within the film aren't just your stereotypical blonde teenage. We have a journalist, middle-class journalist within the film.
We use a variety of victims from different social classes. This reflects challenging codes and conventions of a thriller, because we're not using just lower class like a prostitute, which is in our film. We also we used not just horror but thriller as well, to make like a hybrid, like a horror or something. I really will say stupid things if you put me under stupid pressure.
The film that influenced us in our decision making in the process of making our film was Seven. We have 6 deaths in similar contrast to Seven, where there are 7 deadly sins and 7 deaths. Ours is taken from the poem Monday's Child, and a child is killed every single day of the week according to the lyrics of the song.
Our film doesn't represent any particular social group, and it's got a broad representation of social classes. So it goes from E, which is the homeless and the prostitute, up to C2 and C1, which is the suicide victim and the journalist. And then we have 2 more victims which have an unidentified class.
These challenge the whole, it must be a lower social class that gets killed, but it also follows some conventions, such as if you have sex then you will die. That's a good convention of horror, because the prostitute, and it would follow that like anyone that's really obsessed with themselves, like there's a girl in the mirror, she always like that somewhat reflects the convention from like the convention that vanity is
marks the person out as a victim.
Marks the person out as a victim,
because
such as
playing, yeah.
Such as in Seven, when they used 7 deadly sins, vanity would have been like pride, wouldn't it? So it would have been like, it reflects that as in a film. So yeah,
I like it.
Our film's a smaller independent film and has a lower budget, so therefore it is to go on channels like Channel 4 after The Watershed.
We feel it's suitable for after The Watershed because it features adult content such as violence.
and it infers such behaviours such as prostitution, sex, and it could indicate like drugs for money. So also Channel 4, because it's done by young producers, so that's more budding in the sense that Channel 4 would, like Skins and Shameless, they're sort of aimed at a young audience such as ours.
For our audience, we have a broad demographic appeal, so we're interested in getting anyone from classes A to E as our audience.
We would aim our film at young adults, obviously over 18 because of the adult content, but as our film features characters from a wide social grouping, that would appeal to all social classes.
We would attract our audience mainly through use of advertisements. We've already said it might be suitable for Channel 4 viewers. This means like maybe short little adverts that keep you going, sort of like if they show, like they used to show like shots of Skins, like, or when Big Brother come up, like Big Brother, they flash the eye, and so maybe that could be to do with it because it also ties into our film because we've got flash bulbs all the way through. So that would mainly be the attraction to the younger audience.
We also tried to attract our audience by creating a hook in the opening scene, and this would keep them guessing and make them want to see more.
To market our film, we would use the traditional ways of marketing such as internet posters and trailers on other films. We could also incorporate the lyrics of the song as every day of the week. There was a different killing, so we could use that in our advertising.
In creating our piece, I've learned how to use a range of technologies. For example, I've learned how to use Final Cut Pro to edit our opening sequence. In our film, we needed many effects such as flashes and fades to build tension, and have therefore learnt how to do this effectively. Also, before starting this project, we didn't know how to use the cameras, and as well as finding out how to frame shots, we've also learnt how to set up all of the equipment properly.
I feel as well as these skills, we've also developed other skills such as teamwork and communication, as we've had to do this to complete the project.
We literally knew nothing about the technologies, so using Final Cut Pro was quite scary at the beginning because we had no actual idea what we were doing. So we literally got in and we had to learn how to do transition effects and everything like that very fast and very quickly. So, and hopefully it come out like with the desired effect. So it was profitable for us to learn all this new technology and how to set up a camera and to blog and everything like that. So laughs. Sorry, I had to do it.
Looking back on our preliminary task, I felt that we've learnt more about filming and editing and blogging. We've learnt how different shots can be crucial to give the best effect to our piece. We've also learnt how editing can drastically change our opening scene. For the preliminary task, we worked in groups, and I feel that this is the best way to get things done, as there's more input and more ideas, and therefore will come out as a better piece.
During our prelim task, During our preliminary task, we learnt lots of camera techniques such as match on action, 180-degree rule, and we also practiced zooms and pans.
And shot reverse shots.
And shot reverse shots. We tried to incorporate these when we was filming our
Film.
To the best of our ability. I like it.
That's a cackle right there. We applied the knowledge of using match on action, 180 degree and
Shot reverse.
shot reverse shot. I was really looking for it. Shot reverse shot on our film. But we didn't really use the knowledge because predominantly throughout our film we had to use over the shoulder shots, zooms, pans, reaction shots, point of view shots. These aided our film, but it was nice to know how to do them.